Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum is moving further in line with my primary expectations, further into the yellow target area here. That's what I said yesterday, that in my view, we are going to go deeper into the target area after one of my buy orders was triggered at around 3,750. But I said, I think looking at how the structure is looking here, I think we're going to go deeper into the target area, and you can see that we exactly came down to this fib level here at 3,586, the 0.618 fib level. We found exact support on that. That's how accurate these fibs are and how they work. With a wick to the downside, we touched it, came all the way up. But to be honest, the way this reaction is looking like, it's not too strong for me. It doesn't look very convincing. What you can see here is already flattening out, you know. Already a first reaction to the next fib level here, the 0.5 fib level. Got a rejection there, moving down again. And the way how this is all looking like, with a series of making lower highs here throughout, and I'm not sure if we can actually draw a trend line here, possibly something like that with as many touch points as possible. You can see that we are just in a continuous downtrend. And as long as we stay below $4,100, I don't think that the bulls have a great chance. We haven't managed to get above 4,100 here throughout. I've also have it as a horizontal level here. It's also the 0.382 fib level, and we are staying below that, and now even came down to the 0.618, the lowest low since here this flash crash on the 4th of December, after which we saw a very strong positive reaction actually. But I did say back then that I would expect further price drops, maybe after a year-end rally. Well, we didn't really see a year-end rally, but what we did see is quite a bit of a price increase since the low all the way to 4,500 again. This was the positive reaction, but since then we have been dropping further, and in line with the primary expectations that I've been talking about for weeks here, we're moving down lower with Ethereum. And I think the way the structure looks, and all the moves up here look actually corrective. And this last move down looks very impulsive as well. I would expect actually that we come down even further, maybe going down to 3,586 again. But possibly, very likely actually, that's what I primarily expect now, is a move down here further into the area, possibly towards 3,240, which is the 0.786 fib level. And at this stage, I'm not quite sure anymore if Ethereum is really going to do this further stronger move to the upside that I also expect still for Bitcoin. But even for Bitcoin, I mean, the longer it takes for Bitcoin to make this move up into the range of 55 to 63K, I think the less likely it actually gets. So on this basis, I also expected it for Ethereum, but actually the chart here for Ethereum looks actually even more bearish at the moment than Bitcoin's, indicating that even in all this move up here, it looked more bullish. You know, in this whole price increase phase, it looked much more bullish. And again, here we reached exactly the price target level. Yeah. And also now on the way down, we reached the price target level. I remember when, and this again, you know, the Elliott Waves, they do work. I had a comment this morning, or yesterday even in my Algorand video, of someone saying that whatever, I had no clue about how the Elliott Waves work, but actually these price targets have been hit so accurately, and up here the Elliott Waves told us that we are going to reach this target area. I think when we were coming up here, we reached it absolutely accurately, and the area was very small, very, very small area that we had defined here between 4,800 and 4,900, I think. We came directly into this area, and when we then couldn't get through, I told you we are now with the most likelihood going to get into this area. Then we came down directly with a flash crash. People then blamed it on Bitcoin, but actually it's what the Elliott Waves told us. And then people told me also in the comments that, oh no, we're going to go up from here. But you can see that, you know, I stick with the prediction or the expectation, and we are now coming very, very clearly, not only with a small wick into this area, even deeper. So we could see it with this long wick to the downside. I remember when there were a lot of comments saying, right, you've had such a long wick to the downside, is actually quite bullish. Well, in a sense it is, in a sense it isn't, because while it means that there are a lot of buyers here who buy this up, you can also see the selling pressure. And what this means, in my view, in a downtrend, if you understand where we are, because this was, you know, we had a cycle top here. We had a wave one impulsive move to the upside. We obviously moved down into a wave two correction, and if you come down that impulsively in a correction, this is not bullish, and you're in a corrective move. Then you're in especially after we couldn't push here higher into new all-time high territory, and that just indicated that the sellers weren't ready yet. You know, there were not enough sellers yet, or there were still too many buyers. But you can see, I did say at the time that due to the force that this red candle came actually down here, and the selling pressure that was here, I talked about further price decreases and definitely coming back into the price area again, and there we are. And I still expect further price decreases, and I showed you the alternative scenario, which is even more bearish. I'll leave it aside for now because I did show it to you in the last video. But for now, we still have another fib level to go to stay within this scenario, within which we would then turn around. If we can hold the 3,200 level, we would turn around and then go up in the next wave, in a wave 3 here, to the upside. And that would then take us to levels around at least 6,168. More likely, in my view, actually 8,256 next year, in this range next year, in this scenario. If you come down lower, you will go up higher. So if you come down lower now, you will also go up higher in the next move up. This is how these Elliott waves work, and also how the fibs work, because it does extend the fibs, which means the extension levels will extend as well. And that's typically how it works. Now, if we go below this low here, the $3,200, then you unlock lower prices here, and we need to take a look at the higher level wave count. Then I did show it to you, that example before, but as I said, I primarily now expect further price drops still for Ethereum. And the problem is what we've been seeing now throughout September, October for Cardano. A lot of people getting pissed with Cardano because, oh yeah, it's now the whole crypto market. Cardano was just ahead. It just started the correction earlier because it pumped earlier. So now people are getting frustrated. I looked yesterday at the Google search results for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think they were at a historic low. So people are not interested at the moment. People get frustrated. The stock to flow model is it's sort of not invalidated, but it's getting less looked at, and people are now focusing on other things. But this is actually what is good for every crypto investor, because it means prices are going down, and as soon as the sentiment shifts again, which will be in this yellow target area, or if we lose this level, we just need to take a look at it again from a high level wave count. Then I think we can go down as low as 2,000, I think, if I remember rightly from the alternative scenario. And from there, we can then expect really, really nice prices next year, in my view. That's what the Elliott waves tell us. So let's see if it plays out. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.